good way to start.
Okay, I am officially tired of fixing this computer setup, just so that you know. It's one of those ticklish tech problems that you'll do something and it'll work, but then that might not actually have been what was wrong. Maybe you just jiggled the actual broken thing. So it's a problem for the music appreciation people because as they don't prepare anything, they just want to click some stuff and have their class. Okay, did anyone get my email that I sent this weekend? Okay. Sorry about the test, I was just not paying any attention at all to what I was doing. Here's the other thing. I also wasn't paying any attention to the McGammon stuff, but I did look over that, and I want to congratulate all of you who are finished with McGammon, and when I get a chance, I will send you a note of congratulations. I think we could take this opportunity to get totally caught up on McGammon this week, if you wouldn't mind doing that. Wednesday, we're going to take a practice test that's going to reflect the test that we're going to take on Friday very, very closely. And if you know me, that means the same test probably transposed. I will not be doing that so much in class, though. We're just going to take the practice test. And if you get finished, I'll look over your work, okay? And if you don't get finished, you're probably working too slow, all right? So we want to be able to gauge that before the hammer drops on Friday or the feather or whatever. I know I'm not very intimidating. Hammer down. Any questions about this heretofore? Are we having another test next week? Yes, we are. It will be slightly harder than this test. Okay? I would prefer that you do well as opposed to working on higher order things. We have the rest of the year to get to higher order things, which means harder stuff. All right? On the test, it's all part writing. You don't have to abstractly do anything else. There are Neapolitan 6 chords and some augmented 6 chords, but I have labeled them as such parenthetically. You do not have to do a Roman numeral analysis. You just have to do the part writing. What that means is every note, every chord you write is probably worth like 3 points. Okay, so you have to be really careful. You can make a B just by doing stuff that you already know how to do incorrectly. I'm not sure about the grammar on that sentence there. You could make a B by making mistakes on things that you actually have mastered already. Okay? Now, I am not taking the homework up today. I wanted you to have finished it, and if you did, I congratulate you. If you didn't, maybe try to get it done by Wednesday. Okay? I'm a little out of pocket this week. I have to go to Atlanta after class. My sister's in a serious situation health-wise and is in intensive care. So I have to deal with that this week. She has a significant other. I'm not sure of his abilities to deal with this situation. And my brother is in California. So I'm a little out of pocket this week. We'll get things done when we get things done. All right? Take this opportunity to get caught up on your work. If you're sitting here today, it shows a commitment to try to finish the semester. If you're not sitting here today, I think you've probably already shown that commitment to not getting out of this semester. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 people have made that commitment. That's 84% of our class, and that's a solid B. Way to go. If we can't make A's, we can make B's. All right? Yes! The struggle is real. What could I do to help you before I start confusing you today? Is there anything that I could do for you on a professional basis? Everybody's good? All right. Do you have your supplement from your homework? Okay. We're not going to turn in the homework until after we do the practice test on Wednesday, okay? So when you finish your practice test, you may work on any of these other materials that you would like to for the duration of your 50 minutes, okay? So we're going to try to start on time Wednesday and really get a sense of what we can do in 50 minutes, all right? I generally like to think you ought to be able to do something 4 times slower than me, okay? So I think I can probably do the test in about 10 minutes, all righty? So I feel like a solid B class ought to be able to do it in 40 minutes, including proofing. Anybody paying any attention at this point? Good. All right, what have we done on our supplement and what have we not done on our supplement?
We did the sequence.
Let's start on the first line. Excuse me, Jake. All right, on the first line, we're going to do secondary dominance. Now, what I would like for us all to do is the first one together, and we're going to get to choose our own voicings. All right? Now, what's true about all 5-6-5 chords? They contain all 4 chord members, all right? There's no incomplete inversions of the 5 chord, unless your name is Bob. I have official composery paper if anybody would like some. It's kind of bent. I found it today. I used to make my own manuscript books according to the ensemble that I was writing for. So let's see what this is very, we'll get to you. Look how fat this is, okay? Now the orchestration is oboe, violin, cello, piano. That's it. I think that's pretty ambitious. I don't think I wrote anything in here. I have like this much of this whole book. Apparently that piece, I bet it was a competition piece. I never finish pieces for competitions because my thought is to not enter them. My teacher used to say, if you have something already written, enter it, but if not, don't bother. But I have a student who writes for competitions a lot, and he does really well at it. Our pal Peter Corman was a finalist in a giant European competition over the summer, and he went to Prague, and he had to compose a piece while he was on site. And he didn't actually win, but there was only one other American represented out of the 7 in the world, so I was pretty proud of Peter. I had another student who was a percussionist composer who won the Alabama Symphony Contest a couple years ago, where they actually read his symphony piece. It was an amazing moment. This woman named Hannah Lash, a composer at Yale, was the composer in residence for the Alabama Symphony, which is based in Birmingham. I used to work for him, actually. And she critiqued all of the finalist pieces. There were like 3 or 4 of them, and the professional union paid orchestra played it and everything, and the performers weighed in on a couple things. It was really quite an experience. And while I was there, I saw this old man that looked really familiar. One of my old teachers from Alabama was there. And then I got to sit by my student and my teacher right at the same time. It was pretty cool. What does this say? 5 of 4? Now, what do we know about 5 of 4? Okay, what your Dave mind should say is, it's an altered tonic. Did everybody get that?
1/7.
Huh?
1/7.
Yeah, flat 7 there. So we don't have any actual. Well, that looks pretty good. I'm going to use that. Always looking for material. Still have my college notebooks, which was before I started using a computer. Okay, whatever. What is 4? It's a D. Now we know that the leading tone is what is 5-6-5, right? Yeah? Yeah? A, C sharp, E, G. That's the fatal thing there, right? And that means that. Okay, that would be the correct answer to that phase of the show. There could be other voicings. Do we understand that? Now, this would resolve to that. Okay. That was the virgin version, and this is the next version. What else? A. All right, what do I want out of you? I want you to be able to do exactly that in real time. Did you see how I did it? I just walked across the board and wrote it out. Okay? That's what I want from you. So we're going to walk across the board and do the next one, which is 5-4-2 of 6 in the key of B flat. 5-4-2 of 6 in the key of B flat. Let's make that a little more musical. Okay, what is my thought process? Well, what the heck is the 6 chord? I think it's a G. Now we know about 5-4-2 chords, they resolve to first inversion chords, yes? So that means I'm going to go ahead and put my note of resolution there and write that. So what 6 is G, so 5 of G would be a D chord. Now that's D, F sharp, A, C. And as far as I can tell, that would make that correct. Anybody understand how I did that? Uh-oh, if you did that, you were wrong. If you did that, you were right. Okay, that's one spelting. Let's go for spelting number 2. Spelt is a grain, by the way. If you did that, you were right. If you did something else, you were wrong, wrong, wrong. Now, whatever. One of those answers would be your answer. Is this true? If it's not, your answer is wrong. Okay? This is a nice thing about this little exercise. It's not ambiguous. You're right or you're wrong. It's a binary situation. Does anyone have a question about this as to why you were wrong or why you were right? Are you sure? You have no questions. You know when we talked about last week resolving the complete and incomplete 5-7 chord, and I said you should drop if you couldn't do it? Well, we've missed that day, and this is the next thing that we ought to be able to do if we're in this class, do secondary dominance. All right? I'm still holding out hope for fully diminished 7th chords, Neapolitan 6 and augmented 6 chords. But right now, this is something we have to be able to do. Is there any confusion about what we're doing with secondary dominance? What are we doing? We are spelling the chord, correcting the figure base, and resolving it. Since these are inversions, 2-1, 7-1, 5-5, and 4-3 to the locally tonicized note. Okay, what's the locally tonicized note? That, 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 that. Okay? Do we understand what the term locally tonicized note means? Frederick, you good with that? Okay. Sam? Good? Somebody vibrated. It goes, meep, meep. Sometimes my wife's thing makes all kind of meeping noises, and it's like flash flood in Sarah Land. Y'all get weather alerts? Used to be when the old band director, whose name will not be named, was here. He would change some plan, and everybody's phone in the whole class would blow up. He would have like tweeted it out, and there was a blam blam boom, the whole class phone going off. Okay, did we do the next one already?
Yes.
Okay, Rocky, what is the next one to the next one? Excuse me. In key of E, 5-4-3 of 3. Kind of unusual. Everybody good here? You can go back and look at the tape. You missed out. Try to recycle when I can. 5-4-3 of 3. Now, one thing about the 5-4-3 chord, and this, there's always the ghost 6 there too. So you have to consider the 6 if you're changing your figured bass, all right? That is the complete figured bass of a 5-4-3 chord. It's literally 6-4-3, isn't it? In the minor mode, that's very important because you have to slash that 6 in the regular 5 chord in a 5-6-4-3 chord. Okay, in the key of E, 3 is a G sharp. Now that's a gnarly thing. D is 5 of G, D sharp is 5 of G sharp. But that's not that inversion, is it? There is our inversion. Now what is the D sharp 7 chord? D sharp, F double sharp, A sharp, C sharp. So we need us an F double sharp. We do. So, like I said before, that's a very southern thing to say. Like I said before, you've got to illustrate that /6 in your, let me say that again. You have to show the /6. Illustrate means nothing, by the way, if you were wondering. Illustrate. You've got to show the /6. All right? Are you good with that? Are you enlightened? Is it definite? I have trouble spelling definitely, but I don't have trouble spelling define or definite, just definitely. I always want to put an A where an I belongs. It's sad, really. Would that do it for you there? Would that do it for you? Now, what is my lovely Thomas's note? That note, right? So, 2 to 1, 7 to 1, 5 to 5, 4 to 3. Do we all see the way that goes? Are we okay? Do I have to do all the stuff? Should I do all the stuff? Fine. Well, you could say I don't really have anything better to do, and that might be true. We need a one more. We need a D, we need a D, please have a D. D. All good there? Are we all good there? That X right here indicates the double sharp. X marks the spot of the double sharp. Tonight, percussion ensemble. How many are voting for that one? How many are in it? Uno?
The other three aren't sure.
The other three have not committed to excellence in the theories.
One behind him was.
Christian
Oh,
was
well,
in the
Christian.
bathroom.
Yeah. He
The other
committed.
two.
He was kind of physically here.
He committed to the bathroom.
Mentally, I believe Christian has checked out. Now he is literally checked out. He'll get his bill in his email. You know why they email you your bills? So you can't dispute it when you're standing there. Yes.
So whenever anything is double sharps, you just strike a line through the figured bass number, right? That's it?
Well, the slash literally means raise the note from the key signature. Okay, so that's going to hold true whether it's flat to natural, natural to sharp, or sharp to double sharp to triple sharp to quadruple. It's G quadruple sharp. I wonder what that note would be. Okay, I've kind of had enough of that. What else would you like to do today? May I borrow your paper, please?
Second one.
Ooh! Second line looks groovy. Love that stuff. Groovy. Let's decide what, thank you. Something looks weird about that, I'll apologize.
The key of B with the flat notes.
Yeah, it's not the key of B. Let's change that, the first one to F minor, what do you say? That was rather unusual. I'm looking at it, that's a B flat, why is, starts on 5?
No, that's totally B. You just gotta,
Okay, we're doing the second line, the first example should be in the key of F minor. Let's do it as such. I'm not even gonna say what the first note is. We're gonna do it always correctly. Not always, but all the ways. Always, we will do all the ways correctly. Figured base, anybody want to help me out here? Second one is 6-5 or 7. 6-5 or 7. 6-5? Is that the entire example?
Yes.
Great. David. One of those should be on your paper. If you have something else, I'd kind of like to know what you did. You could do the first one an octave lower, that's for sure. Okay? Actually, you could do this an octave lower without any punitive damages being charged. Any questions about that? That seemed pretty straightforward, don't you think? Did you have a good time at homecoming? Was it a lot of fun? Did it rain? It didn't rain, did it? Sunday. Wow, that was worse than the hurricane days, wasn't it? Oh my goodness. We have a bucket out back that we use for rainwater to water the indoor plants. It filled up in a flash. It's like this big. Very rainy. Any questions about this first example?
No.
We good?
Yeah.
Now borrow yours for a second, Dalton.
You were printing another one out.
No! I gotta look at that again, sorry. I totally paid no attention. C, D, E flat, I think, hurry! Before the short-term memory lost gets into effect. Oh! Ah. Slash 6-5, 6, we all good there? Now that slash /65. That's gonna be a what? And tell me exactly. I'm gonna start up here just for kicks and giggles. What kind of chord is that? This is what I want you to say. Are you ready? Fully diminished seventh chord. Okay, we good with that? Is it in fact fully diminished seventh chord?
No,
It's not.
maybe. Well, it would tell you to lower the A flat, wouldn't it? I don't know.
To a double flat? Wouldn't it
No,
be B, D, F, A flat?
except for one.
Okay, fully diminished. So we got some choices here. Not. I think the B's got to go there.
That's what I meant.
No. So that's an augmented second there, isn't it? But it's not melodic, so don't let me confuse you. Harmonic augmented seconds are required in fully diminished seventh chords in any inversion. Okay, first thing I have to do is what? What you say now is resolve the tritone with the bass.
Resolve the tritone with the bass.
Right. Second thing you do is give me your debit card and PIN. Say that. Just kidding. I can get my own $14 that I could have raised from the entire class's debit cards. Okay, if the number is red in your checking account, that's bad. That's a bad thing. Green or black is what you want. Okay, so this has to resolve like it's supposed to. A diminished fifth resolves inward by steps, so the A flat goes quickly and somewhat quietly to G. Did I say that right? Yes. Now, the next thing is, and this is key, resolve any other, don't say tritone. This means what?
An altered tone.
Resolve any other diminished fifth.
Oh.
Okay, remember when I wrote that on the board and stuff?
Don't miss it.
Let me say it to the World Wide Web. First thing you do, resolve the tritone with the bass. Second thing you do is resolve any other diminished fifth. Do we have a diminished fifth? Say yes. Yes,
Yeah.
we do. B to F is diminished fifth. Yay for the diminished fifth. All right, so what does that mean? I've doubled the bass there, right? What goes after resolve any other diminished fifth? If you have an augmented fourth, you may resolve it in similar motion to a perfect fourth. Okay, so there are not 37 things about resolving the fully diminished seventh chord. There is this. A, resolve any tritone with the B, bass. B, resolve any other diminished fifth. C, if you have an augmented fourth, you may resolve it outward by step, or you may resolve it in similar motion to a perfect fourth. Now that was a lot of words, maybe 100 words or so, or something. I have no idea really. But that's how you resolve fully diminished seventh chord. Half diminished seventh chord follows the same guidelines. Resolve the tritone with the bass. Resolve any other diminished fifth. You might not have another diminished fifth. Okay, now, what if you were to say, hey dude, what if I had another dudeness here? Alright? What if I redo? Okay, first things. Alright, tritone with bass. Now, I've got an augmented fourth, don't I? I could move that augmented fourth upward to double the G, but I think in this case, I would just resolve the tritone augmented fourth outward by step and still double the bass there, okay? Did you see how I did that? Alright, one other, and it makes me happy to share it with you, this other one. Okay, whatever.
Never mind. Never mind.
Okay, resolve any tritone with the bass. We've done that now, haven't we? Resolve any other diminished fifth. Hey, we've got a diminished fifth this time. It's gonna go inward by step. Okay, that's the 14-year-old professor with the changing voice describes things to you today. Did that make any sense? Because when I step back away from it, I'm completely confused.
Me too.
Do we understand this? Because
Maybe.
we've got to do one more. Let's try that one. Let's try the last one. But KJ, I'll borrow your paper for a minute. Let's choose the starting note. Would you like to do that by the applausometer, show of hands? What would you like? You've got an A, C, or an F. That is the question.
What you looking at?
Uh,
Okay, never mind.
F.
Okay.
Great. I think F's a good choice in the sense that it does, it's not super high, but yet it opens up the entire treble clef below you. And we need an A. Y'all never knew a real blackboard, did you? You know, we worked with chalk, and the special kid of the day would get to go out and smack the erasers together and inhale chalk dust. That's as good as being the line leader to the cafeteria.
No, not as good as all.
Well, I don't know, line leader's cool, but you get a certain amount of independence when you're the eraser banger. Yeah. All right, let's give this one a try. Dalton, why don't you tell me the bass line?
B flat.
Down?
Yeah.
Okay.
B natural. C. C sharp. D.
D?
E flat. D. C. C. F. Up.
That's it?
Yeah.
What does this say? 6/5 or 7?
6/5.
What does this say?
6/5.
4/2?
Yep.
6?
Yep.
6/4?
Mm-hmm.
5/3? Is there a passing 7? Is that it? A slashing?
No, no, sir.
Oh, I'm in the wrong key, sorry. I'm still in B something.
B major.
Okay, how many of us are done? Good. We'll give everybody a couple more minutes, and then I'll solve it for you using, I'll be channeling an actual theorist. Get in tune with that. Maybe some tapping would help. Let's get our proprioception going here. It's good to tap yourself because then your body knows you have a body. And if you think I'm weird, and I'll agree with you, my wife is way weirder. She likes to practice the people in the channeling school. She likes to be, let them practice on her. What did they tell her the other day? I'm feeling tiger energy. So Rita's been talking about tiger ever since. That's very key, that tiger. Okay, almost done. We're gonna wait on everybody in the front row to be done. We'll wait now. Okay, what seems to be the hold up? What seems to be the hold up? Let me just add the time signature. That'll help.
Hey.
What time is it? All right, let's just do this so we can go about our separate ways. If I was going all BBLP on you, which I have a tendency to do, that's what I would do. If there weren't any choices in my mind, could I have done other things correctly? Yes. Are there other correct realizations of this starting on that note? Yes. Are there incorrect resolutions? An infinite amount of incorrect things you can do here. So what was my thought process here? Keep the common tone, move by step to the next available chord tone. Chromaticism, keep as much the same as possible. That's very easy to do. Resolve this to the locally tonicized note of C. 7 to 1, 5, 5, 2 to 1, 4 to 3. Okay? Next thing, keep as many common tones as possible. That's what I did. Locally tonicized notes, 7 to 1, 4 to 3, 5, 5, 2 to 1. Everybody got that? Okay. Altered 1 chord! Okay, F, A, C. E flat, First inversion, double the root. 2 to 1, 7, 1, 5, 5, 4 to 3 to locally italicized note of B flat. Cadential 6, 4, 5, 1. Okay? Any questions about that? I would like for that to be fairly easy for you at this point. On Wednesday, you're going to take the practice test. Friday, for real test. If there's anything I can do for you, tell me now. I won't be back until I see you Wednesday. I'm coming back Wednesday.